chair.
So I'm like right up front near the stage.
It's camera.
So I guess a Secret Service guy.
This is being
so I'm
done
like right
for
up
the
front
millions
along
that think
this
they do.
barrier here.
We're the extra.
Remember to change your clocks. And on Tuesday, we're going to change the president.
Yes!
We're about replacement. We want to replace this commander-in-chief with Mitt Romney and Paul Ryan.
How about this, Pennsylvania, huh? They had 4 years, they didn't do anything with it. It's time for them to go.
Yes!
You know, it's a great pleasure to be back with each and every one of you. I just had the opportunity to say a few words before I pass the microphone over to Senator Toomey. There are a couple of great things about having the opportunity to invite and be with Congressman Paul Ryan. I just said the next time I see you, I'm going to call you Mr. Vice President. That sounds pretty good.
These problems by creating a new cabinet office.
Whoa!
Hold on, wait a minute.
Hey, he
Wait a
did the
minute.
job.
It's a Secretary of Business.
Yeah.
Now, just what we need, another Secretary of Washington. I got a different idea. How about we elect a president who knows something about business?
Ready?
Yes!
I can't hear you. Are you ready? 3 more days. 3 more days. 3 more days. Now, you know, they gave me a speech. I'm going to not do the speech. What I'm going to tell you is when you leave here, you know who you're voting for.
Get everybody else.
You're voting for Mitt Romney and Paul Ryan to replace the people that are at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue right now, right? You can still help.
Get others.
You can still help. I'm going to ask for your help 2 different ways. One, get on the phones. Call your friends. Call the people, if you can find them, who have not made up their mind, and convince them that we only have 3 more days until we change the course of this country.
If borrowing and spending and regulating and taxing and all this money printing works, we would have known by now. Mitt Romney has the kind of experience. And by the way, being successful in business, that's a good thing. There's nothing wrong with that. We like success in America. We want more success. why we have a leader who is going to be on the ballot in 3 days. This is why we have a specific plan. You see, we're not asking for you to vote for us based on some vague platitude. We're saying, here's what we believe. We believe the nation's timeless founding principles. Here are the ideas and the solutions that we're going to offer you. That's what this 5-point plan is all about. Proven pro-growth ideas that work to grow the economy, to get people back to work, to make sure that our children and our grandchildren do not inherit this mountain of debt that is coming to them. That's what this plan's all about. And the first point of this 5-point plan, of all people, Pennsylvania, you ought to know this. You got Utica Shale, you got Marcellus here, right? You got everything in between. We have so much energy in this country. Let's use that energy in this country. Coal, gas, oil.
Win! Win!
End this war on coal. Open up our natural gas. That lowers prices. That puts people. And let's never forget that most of our jobs, they come from small businesses. Where I come from, overseas means Lake Superior. The Canadians, just this last January, they lowered the tax rate on all of their businesses to 15%.
Wow.
President Obama, he is promising that if he's reelected, the top tax rate on our successful small businesses goes above 40%. This one tax increase doesn't even pay for 10% of his deficit spending increase. We know those principles that made this country so special, so exceptional. And when you think about it, it's not just these paycheck issues. It's not just jobs and the debt and the economy. It really is the mission and meaning of America. Look, America is more than just Pennsylvania or Wisconsin. It's more than Big Ten country, as great as that is, by the way. America is an idea. We're actually the only country founded on an idea. Look, a Virginian, Thomas Jefferson, said it better than anybody else can. Our rights as individuals, as citizens, they come from nature and nature's God, not from government. That's the American idea. That's who we are. That's the essence of what we're about. Our founders created this, and I see the veterans right here in the audience, and our veterans secured it for us, and we owe you a debt of gratitude for saving this for us.
Yes.
Thank you. And we're not going to spend the next 4 years blaming other people. We're going to take responsibilities and clean up this mess in Washington. We know what leadership looks like. You see it right here. We are not going to try to transform this country into something it was never intended to be. We are not going to try to replace our country's founding principles. We are going to reapply our country's founding principles. We can do this. Together we can do this. I want to thank you. I want to thank you for coming out today. I want to thank you for waiting in line. I want to thank you for what you've done, for knocking on doors, for donating, for making the phone calls. I want to thank you for what you're about to do. Let's wake up on Wednesday morning of the 7th of November and live in the moment. It's the time we got it right and we got our country back on the right track. Thank you very much, you guys. City because I get